Brooklyn, Chase, and Jason rushed into the ER to see about Ned. Brooklyn found Olivia and asked for an update. She was horrified to hear that her dad would need bypass surgery. Portia came by and told them they were doing more tests, but Britt was blunt and told Portia she needed to operate immediately. Brooklyn questioned why her father was not already in surgery. Portia explained that they wanted time to make sure that Ned definitely needed a bypass. "You're being overly cautious, and that can prove fatal," Britt interjected. Portia took Britt aside and told her she was out of line. "I need to stop you from scaring that family," Portia said. "I am telling them the truth," Britt insisted. Portia put it bluntly. "The truth is, you're a disgraced OBGYN busted down to a ward clerk." Britt didn't let up and told Portia that she needed to get Ned into surgery now. And if it weren't for her, Ned might not even be alive. Portia said she could handle it. "Then handle it already, 'cause your inaction can get Ned killed," Britt said. Jason rescued Portia and asked Britt to wait with him for news at Bobby's. Once they got there, Jason defended Portia and reminded Britt that Portia was trying to prevent a lawsuit by being cautious. Britt went on a rant about how horrible her life was. "I'm just saying I wish I were anywhere but Port Charles," Britt said, much to Jason's dismay. "Well, I'm grateful you're here, and I bet Ned is too," Jason told her. Britt pointed out that Ned wasn't out of the woods yet, but Jason said he now had a fighting chance thanks to Britt. "I just hope I get the chance to thank him for everything he's done for our family," Jason said. He gave Britt accolades for all she had done earlier, which made Britt feel uncomfortable. "I really hate it when you talk about me like I'm a good person, 'cause you're wrong," she said. "I'm not wrong, and you know it," Jason responded. Back at the hospital, Portia told Brooklyn and Olivia that Britt was correct and Ned would need surgery right away. Olivia went to the chapel, while Lulu and Chase sat with Brooklyn. By the nurse's station, Gio told Emma that he worried that the conversation he had with Ned earlier might be the last one they had. He felt guilty for pushing Ned away when he didn't do anything to deserve that. Later, Brooklyn was surprised when Lulu told her that Gio was the first person to perform CPR on Ned. She looked over at Gio and mouthed, "Thank you." Gio gave his mom a little smile. Ezra Boyle approached Laura backstage at the debate and wondered if she was nervous and had dry mouth. After all, she was sipping water. He let Laura know he planned to tell voters that Anna went MIA, and Laura replaced her with Sonny Corinthos' son. "Your relationship with Sonny Corinthos is the issue, and it's going to be your downfall," Boyle said before walking away. Marty then came up behind Laura and assured her that Boyle was all talk. "I know you're angry with me, but I am here to offer you support, if you want it," Marty said. Laura welcomed his support. She said she was not going to kick him out of her life, despite kicking him out of her house. "I know I messed up badly. I want to make some amends and be a better brother," Marty said. He even gave Laura some pointers on how to handle Boyle. "My loyalty to you comes first," he added. Laura told Marty that she was concerned about Boyle bringing up Dante's new job and also worried that Rocco could be affected by bad publicity. Marty then started a quick mock debate to get Laura ready to defend her decisions. Charlotte, Danny, and Rocco wandered the halls at PCU and finally found Professor Dalton's lab. The boys were amazed when Charlotte worked her magic and got the key fob to work when they couldn't. Once inside the lab, they turned on the light and were surprised not to find any animals. Rocco wondered if Dalton had moved the animals, but Danny was ready to just go and thought Emma had gotten her theory all wrong. Charlotte and Rocco insisted on searching around, so Danny stayed too. As they went through drawers and files, they found no evidence that Dalton had been testing on animals. The kids tried to leave, but they realized someone was coming and quickly hid. Dalton entered and spotted Rocco, who accused him of running illegal tests on animals. Dalton denied wrongdoing before recognizing Rocco from the Metro Court pool. "You're the guy who doesn't know how to tip," Rocco said. Dalton knew that Rocco's grandma was Mayor Collins. Dalton dragged Rocco out to have him arrested, leaving Charlotte and Danny time to escape and run to Bobby's. Just as Britt realized her key fob wasn't in her purse, Danny and Charlotte barreled in to tell them what happened to Rocco. Back at the debate area, Dalton dragged Rocco in looking for campus security. Laura was shocked to see her grandson, but Boyle was excited to hear Rocco had broken into Dalton's lab. Drew hobbled into Alexa's office to thank her for getting Willow out on bail, but mentioned that she hadn't come home yet. He assumed she'd be with Alexis, but Alexis told him that Willow said she had something important to do. When Drew wanted to discuss Willow's defense strategy, Alexis told him Willow was her client, not him. Drew once again threatened Alexis' access to Scout if Alexis didn't cooperate with him. He insisted she had to implicate Michael. Alexis said she would, as well as anyone else who could be a suspect. That was not what Drew wanted, and he creepily let Alexis know that by the time Willow is acquitted, I want the cops there ready to slap cuffs on my nephew. Drew demanded that. Alexis told it to Drew straight. My job is to get Willow exonerated. Anything other than that is a distraction that could cost Willow her freedom. Drew then dropped a bomb and told Alexis that Marty would be her co-counsel before hobbling out. Alexis was happy to be sitting alone again when Marty appeared. Alexis explained to him that Drew was a problem thanks to his insistence on pinning the shooting on Michael. The best way to acquit Willow is to introduce as many suspects as possible. That way, I put the PCPD on trial, she said. Marty liked her strategy. Tell that to your boss so he leaves me alone, Alexis added. Marty said that he would, but warned Alexis there would be hell to pay from Drew if Alexis didn't get Willow off at the Metro Court Gardens. Willow spotted Michael and Wiley with Jacinda and recognized her as the woman she had found in Drew's bedroom when she returned from Germany. When Wiley turned around and saw Willow, he ran to his mother. Wiley brought Willow to the table. I heard my mom brought Wiley here. I had no idea I'd find you here with you and your friend, Willow said. Wiley introduced Willow to Jacinda. Oh, I know all about Jacinda. We met once before, although I almost didn't recognize her with so many clothes on. She added. Jacinda was happy to tell Willow she was now Nina's assistant. I'm guessing you had something to do with that, Willow said while looking at Michael. That was Michael's cue to tell Wiley they needed to leave. Wiley said goodbye to Willow, who promised she would see him more often from now on. As Michael tried to leave with Jacinda and Wiley, Willow grabbed his arm and asked him how he could expose Wiley to a sex worker, as opposed to a would-be murderer. Michael shot back, angering Willow. I know you framed me. I never thought you were capable of something like that. I know you put that gun in my room and Alexis and I will prove it. Then, you'll be the one left out in the cold, she said. Michael just smirked as he walked away. Drew found Willow sitting by herself at the restaurant. She told him about her run-in with Michael. Drew was shocked to hear that Michael was there with Jacinda. Drew went back into cult leader mode. It sounds like you handled everything beautifully, Willow, Drew said after putting Wiley to bed. Michael and Jacinda sat down to chat in the Q kitchen. They made small talk about Wiley and Amelia. Michael then told Jacinda how impressed he was with how Jacinda handled Nina and Willow. Jacinda worried about hurting Michael's image, but Michael didn't care. However, he knew he had to keep his composure in court. Michael then asked Jacinda if there was anyone who could prove Michael was not with her when Drew was shot. Jacinda told him there was nobody.